What up, HVAC people? Hey, y'all, let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. What up, HVAC people? Hey, before we bring our special guest on, Steven from United Tradesmen, we're going to do a tool giveaway. We're going to do a tool giveaway also. A while back, I did let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments. M. Blake say, what's good? What's good? Can't post comments to this. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments. All right, Louis G say that y'all can hear me. All right, we're gonna get to some of them questions also. Hey, before we bring Steven on, I did a tool review. This gonna be sponsored by Top Tees. Today's live is gonna be sponsored by Top Tees. So in the comments, if anybody want a gas leak detector, in the comment section below. But check this out though. I ain't gonna do the giveaway until we get about 50 likes. So we're gonna try to get at least about 50 likes. So it's about 13 people up in here right now. We can get them likes up. We're gonna do a giveaway. And in the giveaway, hey, all I want you to do is enter trades. Enter trades at TRADES. But we are an advocate of the skills trade. We're trying to get as many people in the skills trades as possible. And I already see we got a question, but we're gonna get into the question a little later. I see Mark, he says, why is it so difficult to get in the industry? And that's what we trying to get clear and make and just try to help y'all out, try to help y'all brothers out as much as we can. Try to give our expertise advice on how to get into the skill trades. You know, I have over a decade in this industry as far as HVAC. I know my guest Steven, he has over a decade in his industry also as far as electrical. He also in the HVAC trade as well. So, hey, get them likes up, man. And we're going to try to, share our knowledge. Y'all got any questions? We're going to try to answer as best as we can. But let me see here. Like I say, so just remember in the say I don't want to put in the comments trades because once I do the draw, I might be picked as the winner. So if y'all interested in the Top Tees tool, and I mentioned this throughout the stream, but like I say, I'm be giving away this gas leak detector right here. I did a review on it. It's a great leak detector. I used it a couple times already in the field. And it's spot on. It gives you alerts. So, like I say, hit that like button. If we get this thing up to 50 likes, I'll be giving away this tool right here. And if this goes well, this anemometer right here, I haven't did a review on it yet, but I have several of these also. So next week, I'll be giving away a tool also, maybe a couple of. So let's try to share the word. Try to get more people in the skill trade as possible. So y'all share this link. I'm gonna leave it in the comment section below. If anybody want to join also, you can check in if if y'all can bring y'all expertise also. So let me see here. So first and foremost, we're gonna enter our guest tonight, Steven, man. This guy here. What's going on, Steven? Let me unmute your mic.
Hey, can you hear me good?
Yes, sir. Hear you well, man. Like I
Hey,
say, this.
people.
Yes, sir, man. This Stephen Hill, he with United Tradesmen. This man here, he admired me, man. He kind of remind me of me, man, because he still had a passion, like he been doing this from day one, man. That's what kind of draw me to Stephen. So y'all check out his channel also, man. You can see the enthusiasm in all his videos. And hey, Steven, hey, be honest, man. I see the enthusiasm that you still have, the passion that you still have for your trade, man.
Yes.
Do you still have that same passion that you had from day one, that excitement?
Absolutely. Oh man, it's the excitement has gotten even greater
Yeah.
because the way my children look at me, the way my wife look at me when I go out, come back, bring home the money. you know, and just the lifestyle that I'm able to give them, just being a tradesman, just being an electrician. Oh man, the excitement just grows. It's growing. And then once you reach out to start helping other people, I get even more excited when I can teach and train other people and show them. Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
gonna stop.
I
It
got a
just keeps going.
I got a couple questions for y'all. So, like I said, I know the audience are gonna have questions for you. We already got one from Mark. He says, why is it so difficult to get into the industry? But we'll get into that, or you can go ahead and answer that now. But my question for you, man, what inspired you to, to pursue a career in the trades, from the get go?
So I got two answers to that, because ever since I was a young man, in my early teens, 12, 13, even before that, I've always just been into building things, constructing things with my hands. Like I was telling my cousin, the one I do HVAC with, I said, man, you always had the skills in sports. I was never good at sports. And he was like, man, well, you play baseball? I'm like, no, yeah, I played, but it's a difference between having talent and it's naturally coming to you. I didn't have that, but I was naturally gifted at just doing things with my hands. So, and at an early age, for Christmas, for birthdays, my mom, she would buy me Craftsman tool sets. She'd buy me screwdrivers. This is what she'd buy me for Christmas, for birthdays.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she bought me to it. Like, I'm a teenager and I got full socket sets, all kinds of different, you know what I'm saying, different things like that. So,
Wow.
but that's just early kind of inspired me to get in, to get into the trades. I didn't know exactly where I would be going, but I just knew that I was just good at, just putting things together, taking things apart. So now we just kind of just fast forward as far as being 19 and going to an electrical school. I have to give credit to my dad for that, because he's the one that kind of ushered me into it. Because I did go to school for 1 year. I went to college for 1 year. And so he gonna take credit for that. But after that, he said, man, you did everything. I can't take credit for nothing else that you did, But anyway, so once I got into the trade, being already, I was really good with my hands, and I've been using tools, since I was, 10 all the way up to 18. I've been using tools,
Mhm.
and I was naturally good at just understanding and putting things together, and just repetition of it, man. It just became. So what I'm trying to say is, so since I already had the passion of putting things together, and when you're in the trades, that's what you do. Majority of the time, you putting things together. You're taking one piece of material, connected it to another piece of material, and before you know it, you have a big piece of machinery that you would have built. So, make a long story short, now I'm getting paid just to build stuff, but I'm doing it in the electrical field. So I always had a passion for building. So I joke with my wife that I could have been a mechanic. I could have been a person that installed fences. I naturally like just building stuff.
Yeah, we need to get back. We need to get more back to that, man. I know a guy. He owns a radio station, and even if he hiring a producer or a custodian, anything around that radio station, one of the, as far as their resume, if they got a good resume, one of the things that he requests and recommend them doing in their interview process is putting a doorknob together. If you if you can't put a doorknob together, he would not hire you. I don't care.
Wow.
Yeah, especially if you're a man anyway.
Yeah.
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 If you can't put that them doorknob bolts together, you cannot get that job, man. So, hey, man, I
Hey,
salute you. I salute your mom though, man, for instilling that in you at an early age, man.
well, check this
That's
out.
inspiring.
It's funny that you said that about that doorknob, because here's another thing. Growing up, my mom, she was a single mom, so I pretty much had to, fix what I could fix around the house. So within her buying me those tools, I also had to fix things around the house. So doorknobs, I always having to do that as a young teenager. So, but it's funny that you bring it up, because that's what my mom, she used to buy, I used to have to fix things around the house, and yeah, man. So that's all I just wanted to say. When you said that doorknob, it kind of brought me back to my mom.
Yeah, no, that's what's up,
Yeah.
man. She instilled, because a lot of people can't use. Hey, like you say, man, a lot of because we was kind of getting on last week about blue collar and white collar. You know, uh, even with that being said, man, to me, I don't know too much about electrician, but especially HVAC, I think you got to incorporate the blue collar and the white collar.
Oh,
Just far as both, man. You got to have hands on, just far as hands on skill, but you got to know how to, especially these days, you got to know how to use that computer. You know what I mean? Because everything's just not in the field. Sometimes you gotta get behind the desk. Um,
and you know,
no, if you want to elaborate on that more.
yeah, okay. I'm glad you said that, man, because you know, there's a great divide in between someone that works in the office, they're all nice and clean, when they come out to the job site, you don't see a speck of dirt on them, you know. And then when you're out in the field, you're the opposite of that. You dirty, you got dirt, black everywhere, Go home and you blow your nose and black is coming out of your nose, So anyway, so the white collar and the blue collar, they both have an important role, because just say if you wanted to build a city, right? And you're gonna need your engineer to design something and make the actual product. So now the technician has to go into the field and report back to the white collar engineer. We need to make this tweak. We need to make that tweak. It's not gonna fit in the location in this manner. So no role is greater than the other. You have someone that's going to be designing, and you're going to have someone that's going to be testing, So and it's almost like sometimes I've seen it to where people, they'll be at war with each other because I'm a white collar, or I'm better because I work in the office, or I'm better because I work out in the field, but you got to have both. You can't just separate the two, like, one's better than the other, because you got to have a person that's going to design, but if you don't have nobody that's going to put the stuff together, your design is not going to work. You're not going to have nobody. You're not going to get out there and turn the tools. The person that's designing it. You know what I mean? So both
teamwork.
Yeah. And if you look at the so let me say this. What just came up in my mind, on the movie Black Panther, right? The first one, where the little girl Shuri, she was the engineer, but she would have her brother go out and test different Black Panther suits. So it's the same thing. You got to have someone that's designing it. Then you got someone that's have to go out and test it. So she didn't look at her brother and say, "Oh, da da da," or vice versa. He didn't look at her and say, "Da da da." You know what I mean? But it's like we make this classism, like, "Oh, I'm better because I don't get dirty. Or I get to come to work, with a button-up shirt, And so yeah, it makes it to where we can't work together. And it makes it to where we can't we can't get past the white collar and blue collar. Our job, just because I pull up in a Ford F-250 diesel truck, you pull up in a Mercedes, or I need this diesel truck to pull your piece of equipment that you designed, and we're gonna go and install it to test it. So that's I just wanted to make that point.
No, that makes sense. So basically, you're saying the white collars look down upon the blue collars.
Hey,
what,
well, look. I wouldn't say in totality. I won't say in totality, because I can't just bunch everybody up.
Or I mean, you can say the blue collars look up to the white collars, and like I say,
well, here's the thing.
Our jobs are important, at the end of the day.
Well, okay, so now it depends on how you look at that, because I think I talked about this before. When I went to my trade school, when I came out of the trade school, when I finished it, I didn't have no debt. So now I'm only saying it to say that someone that has a more of a white collar job, unless they got a scholarship, they're gonna come out with probably at least $100,000 in debt. So if the white collar person is looking at the blue collar person that like he's doing better, let's do the math. Because when I was working as a electrical foreman, and the white collar guys, they be on salary. Salary is where you get a set paycheck. No matter how many hours you work a week, you get a set paycheck. So your base hourly rate may be $35 an hour, right? As a white collar salary person that's in the office doing engineering work, you're on salary. You don't make no overtime. You can work 12 hours a day. You're still gonna get a 40-hour paycheck.
70 hours a week.
Now, for the blue collar person, I may make $35 as a foreman, right? but I'm also going to make time and a half, which is going to make my pay go up to almost close to $60 an hour, for those overtime hours. So in reality, if we run the numbers, the person that's actually doing the work, the physical work, is going to make more. Now, here's where white collar kind of shines, is that you may get a bonus at the end of the year, but that's only based upon how the company does, how much money that you made the company, or how much the company has saved or made. But if the company doesn't make a profit as a whole, then you will not get a bonus. So you can work all those hours you want to as an engineer in the field and be stuck at 40 hours a week, but you didn't work 60 hours a week and you got a 40-hour paycheck, versus the blue collar person that's making the same pay, but making overtime and bringing an extra $2,000 a week because he didn't work almost 20 hours, overtime at close to $60 an hour, So I'm just saying that to say, if we run the math, it's
right. And like you say, a large amount of that check probably gonna be going to student loans. So
yeah.
if a blue collar inspired to be a white collar, it makes sense to go ahead and get in that blue collar trade first, and then save up, some money, and maybe go to school part-time and pay for your schooling, out of pocket.
Out of pocket, yeah. I recommend, before you go to college, this is just my opinion, I recommend you get a trade at least for like a year to 2 years. Instead of going, see, man, I think if I hadn't went to college that first and half of the second year, I wasted. I partied, man. That first year of college, man. So if I'd have went to a trade school first, I think I would have saved a lot of time. Even though I was behind like a year and a half because I went to school, but if I'd have just went right out of high school to a trade, I think I wouldn't have made as many mistakes.
Right.
I would have made as many mistakes because
Well, it's okay. Life about mistakes. Hey, y'all get them likes up, man. We're going to be giving away this gas leak detector. So in the comment section, type in trades. And once we get to about 50 likes, we're going to be giving away a gas leak detector. All right. I already did a review. If you're not familiar with this, you can go to some of my past videos and check out this awesome gas leak detector. And if you're interested in this leak detector, if you want to purchase it, if you look on my referral link in the description, you will get, I think it's about a 10% discount or something like that, but it will save you. And these things not that expensive, but they do work great. But you will get additional savings if you use my referral link.
And
no, go ahead.
And I just want to add just one quick thing to that with the blue collar and white collar. Most, I don't want to say most, but I think there's a misconception that tradesmen are not smart people, and that you don't use a lot of your brains.
Oh man, hey, not to cut you out, man, but I disagree with that so much, man, because I met some I'm talking about some smart guys in this industry, man. You'll be like, wow. I'm talking about in all the trades, just from as far as electrical, plumbing, HVAC. Man, it's some very, very, very smart people in this trade, man. Whether that's the blue collar side or the white collar side in the field. But go ahead though, because I get that all the time, even probably from the women too. You know what I mean? A lot of the women, probably look down upon the trades. But hey, my uncle always told me, man, hey, man, wear your work uniform in the grocery store. You know what I mean? Hey, a real woman, she'll know, man. A man that look dirty, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, hey, so now go ahead, man. I don't want to cut your thoughts out, but
no. It's cool now.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, just with what I've been doing in the class here, I don't know if you can kind of see it, but let me see, how can I say this? So I'm pretty sure within your HVAC, well, I know within your HVAC coursework, it's a lot of math. And also too, not only a lot of math, you got to be able to comprehend. So your comprehension skills have to be, they don't have to be up, but you have to, if they're not up, you have to develop your comprehension skills. So it's actually making you a smarter individual, versus someone that's going to, just say a 4-year school. Theirs look more like, when you say, oh, I'm going to school to be an engineer. Well, when it comes up in somebody's mind, man, that guy, he's a smart guy. He's got to do all this math. He got to do all this years of school. But if you think about it, look, for a tradesman, we got to learn the trade side and we got to learn the math side.
Mm-hmm.
We got to learn the trade side, turning the tools, turning the wrenches, putting stuff together,
Yeah,
soldering, whatever, pulling wire.
that's
And
true.
we still gotta learn the math part.
Yeah, and a lot of that, man, they doing so many prerequisites that they never gonna use in the field. A lot of the stuff that we actually using, the conversion tables and trigonometry, we actually doing it in the field, big
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So
And I guarantee you, any company, I won't say any company, but the ones I've experienced the most, they rather have somebody that's been in the field, that's becoming an engineer versus someone who's just coming to be an engineer right out of the school. I mean, right out of college. They rather take the one that's had the trade and then become an engineer after that. They rather have that right there. Someone that has uh, uh, on the job training,
mhm.
and then they went to school to be an engineer. They value that more
Oh
versus
yeah,
someone who just came
big
out.
time, man. I had a live screen where I showed my credits. I was actually going for engineering, but I got my contractor license, so it ain't really
Mhm.
add up because even
Yeah.
if I was to graduate from, man, dude, I put my engineer, learn what I'm learning as far as what I was learning as an engineer and my trade in HVAC, because I was going to actually work for the company in the engineering department. They got a green team, got a bunch of engineers in the commercial company that I was with. But man, I was going to dominate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But it was
Yeah.
still at the end of the day, the job part that kind of just
Mhm.
threw me off. So I'd rather, be my own business owner and as far as be my own contractor than actually working for somebody.
Mhm.
But I still got a few more credits, man, that if I just have time, I just get it, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't want to throw it away either.
Mhm.
But man, now if you got hands on and you're going to school for engineering, so that just far as that example there, if anybody out there that's don't want your own company, don't want to work for yourself, man, if you can find one of these schools to where, because a lot of these schools you can work study online anyway,
Mhm.
or take some night classes. So if you get that hands-on experience and get an engineering degree, man, you can be top pay. You know what I'm saying? But I would say top pay because I know some engineers do get paid well,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I like the route that I'm going though, just as far as being a business owner. But like I say, business owner not for everybody, and it's not all about the money all the time either.
Right.
So, um, but I do think if you do, like you say, if you get the hands-on experience and a degree, yeah, you should get a lot more than somebody that just graduated, from an engineering school.
And can I just add one thing?
Hmm. But hey, before you say that though,
Yeah.
let me share my screen real quick. Hey,
Okay.
like I say, check us out. So I'm gonna do a tool giveaway. Hey, regardless, man, but y'all share this screen and see if we can get them likes up, man. 'Cause I just want to show you that as you can see, we ain't got but 6 inches in the comments, so I'm keeping up with them. So we get them likes up. If you're interested in one of these gas leak detectors, I'm giving away for free. So I'm gonna do a drawing. I'm gonna leave my email address. I'm gonna pay for the shipping and everything. So uh, this screen meal is sponsored by Top Tees. We're gonna be giving away a gas leak detector. I'm actually be the one that sending this off to you. So uh enter trades in the comments if you want a chance to win a gas leak detector. Like I said, it's awesome. I already did a review on it. Several more people and technicians from the HVAC industry has reviewed this product also, and it is a great product. Like I say, I have anemometer also, so stay tuned to the next live streams. I'm gonna do a review on my channel as far as anemometer, as far as doing CFM calculation reading, but this thing read relatively humidity and all that good stuff. So uh, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all share the live, man. We're gonna be trying to give some giveaways. So hit that like button, man. See if we can get the likes up, so it'll help the algorithm out as far as YouTube. I appreciate it. All right, my man, go ahead, man.
Oh, I'll make quick.
But
So, man,
mhm,
I was you made me think about something when uh so here what was it last year when we had that freeze
mhm,
and the power was out for like
yeah,
a week. Man, look. So I just want to just kind of ask a question and see what you
mhm,
think. I was able to keep my house warm.
Hey, check this out. So now go ahead with your question because look, no, check this out. Because I seen your video, man. I seen your video with the inverter, and that was awesome, man. Hey, so he got a video on his channel where he used the inverter. He go in the furnace because our furnace got a 120 volt. So he broke that at the breaker, and he ran the extension cord. Well, you put a little dummy. I forgot the name of the little dummy. Right there, a co-cap. That's what you call them?
Cord cap.
Cord cap. So he put a cord cap at the breaker, and he wired the inverter up, to his battery in his car. And when I seen that video, man, because I actually just bought a generator for my house, and I'm actually getting ready to hook it up now. But I seen that, man. I'm like, man, I failed my family, man. I failed my family, man. Why didn't I think of that, man? Why I'm talking about, man, me and my wife sitting up in here freezing, man, for almost a week, man. And we actually just purchased our house February the 8th. I think the freeze was like February the 9th or the 10th, man.
Yeah.
So we ain't really we wasn't in our house good, and it was just, I'm talking about snow everywhere. When it first started snowing, man, we happy. You know what I'm saying? My dog sliding in the snow. You know what I'm saying? But shortly after that, the heat go out. The lights go out completely. Dang. The lights go out completely. So now my wife like, man, it's cold up in here. It's cold out there. I can't have fun with the snow. It's beautiful out there, but bro, we couldn't warm up, man. We couldn't warm up at all, man. But like I say, sorry to cut you off again, man.
What was your question? Did you have a fireplace?
Man, we ain't have no fire. We don't have no fireplace. The last house we come with, we had a gas stove. This house, when we came here, like I say, we went over here 2 days. It came with electric stove. We had no fireplace. We got boxes everywhere. There's no hotel. All the hotels didn't even have heat. So, because it was a nice hotel not too far from us. My wife wanted to go there. They don't have any heat either. Even if they did, they probably was sold out anyway. But man, you couldn't really drive nowhere because it was ice everywhere.
Yeah.
But there was nobody really had heat. Only people that had heat in our neighborhood, was the people with fireplaces and stuff like that, or had some gas. Yeah, man. No, it was bad, man. It was bad. I don't know why I didn't think about the inverter though.
Well, I was just gonna say, man, being in the trades, man, that's where I got that from. Like, I didn't actually. So when it happened, our electricity had went out, and it started to get cold. So I said, I got to do something. I wasn't even thinking about the inverter.
Yeah.
But what I'm just trying to say is that had I not been a tradesman, had I not been, because sometimes when I do jobs as an electrician, some places, some buildings don't have power, or some houses don't have power. And then sometimes they have the wire just disconnected, so you can't use the meter to get power. So I got to use an inverter.
Right.
Run an inverter off my van or run it off my truck.
Yeah.
So now, but had I not been in the trade, I would never been exposed to using an inverter.
Right. So and with that being said too, I mean, so soon as our power turned back on, right? I think we was out power at least 5 days, man. It was horrible. We had to put meat outside, just try to conserve that. And but when the power did turn back on, quite naturally, I'm upstairs. I'm actually in my office. I hear I'm like, wow, the power back on. And then the next thing you know, I'm like, damn, my wife already down there washing dishes. Cause I'm thinking I'm hearing the dishwasher.
Dang.
Like, I know she ain't hearing no dishwasher. Man, you know how you ever seen Home Alone when that woman that jumped over like, Kevin? When she discovered he wasn't on the plane.
Yeah.
Man, dude, man, I jumped, man, down the stairs because all I'm hearing is water. So now, but I'm using so now, all I hear is water. And luckily I'm at home because I taught my wife how to, turn the water out from the house. But soon as the power turned back on, that's when the pipes unthaw and it, or expand or whatever, but it busts.
Wow.
So it busted my attic. So I just ran and got it because I'm hearing it, because I'm seeing it dripping from my master bathroom downstairs. I'm seeing the water drip. So bam, though. I mean, I just go out there and cut the water off real quick. 'Cause, dude, when I heard the water, when the lights come back on, I guess the pipes unthawed. It wasn't no more than 2 or 3 minutes though. By the time I made it to that bathroom and cut that water off, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm using my knowledge in the skilled trade.
Right,
If it's
right.
water flowing, because I seen horror videos of people just looking at their water just flowing. I'm like, man, cut the
Yeah.
water off from the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what all skilled trades come in at. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
man, I go cut the water off, and all I do, hey, I go search for the leak. I see where it's leaking at. It has a little pipe. You know what I'm saying? So by this time here, man, you can go down the street and just see people with garage doors open, man, and just water just running out their house. So by this time, Home Depot really don't have none, no couplings and stuff like that. But I use my skilled trade, man. I went right out of my truck, you know what I'm saying? Got my torches and my oxygen and acetylene,
Whoa.
and I just repaired a leak. You know what I'm
Dang.
saying? Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
man.
I repaired a leak. I had by the time I heard that water flowing in my bathroom, and all I had need to get that repaired, it's a little crack. So the sheetrock and none of that didn't get damaged, man. But I can imagine have to hire somebody, a plumber or something like that, man. You can
Yeah.
save a lot of money by knowing by being good and by knowing any little thing about a skilled trade. But yeah, man, hey, I passed that up real quick and we had water, so bam, hey, because I know a lot of people, man. Like I say, man, for so many lines done busted around this way. Y'all, you a little farther up. Y'all might be a little used to it or whatever. Did y'all have that problem? Just far as water busting and stuff like that?
Man, so many houses. Oh my God. So
Yeah.
many houses, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, man. It was ridiculous around here, man. Every 2 houses in some neighborhood, man, you'll see water flowing down the driveway.
Mm.
And like I say, man, I think man, it was so many people. I was still running no heat calls and stuff like that. But it was so many people just running up to my service truck. Hey man, you do plumbing work, or you got this? What do you call like the CBF?
I don't know.
But what the plumbers use.
Mhm.
Somebody probably leave it in the comment, but it wasn't regular PVC. It was like CPVC couplings and
Okay.
stuff like that, man. But
Okay.
they ran out of that stuff, man. But it was so many people, man. You could have made so much money if you know a little something about the skilled trades or a little plumbing. And my background, I kind of grew up as a plumber, but that's why we really kind of started off, doing plumbing work. So, man, I'm kind of well-rounded in the skilled trade, though, man. But it is a blessing. So, if anybody out there interested in getting in the skilled trade, man, I highly recommend it, because that is a one good point that you just came with right there, man. It help you around the house also. But
Definitely.
let me see, man. Let me see if we can get some of these comments in. But Steve, man, but you recently, I think we talked about it a little bit. You recently incorporated, HVAC to your repertoire. Yeah, how this kind of going with you? Are you kind of staying busy with that, or what you got going on with that?
So right now, honestly, I have been too busy with it at the moment. And so I kind of took a little advice from my cousin. He was telling me that don't just start advertising so heavily. He said, because when people know that you do HVAC, they're gonna call you. So he said, if you're not just ready to actually just be able to go call to call without some assistance, I don't recommend you just. So I just kind of like pick and choose who I tell.
Right. Well, you got the license up under your belt, man. So you're gonna be good. So when you're ready to market that, I mean, you're gonna be good to go. Well, so as far as
okay, there it is.
So as far, what's your goals though? As far as where you want to take your company? Are you gonna are you planning on, you want to stay small, or you want to go big? Or are you gonna try to hire employees, as far as electricians and HVAC? Or you want to try to incorporate plumbing in your company?
Wow.
So we got
man,
options out here now.
Yeah, man. You know what? Honestly, so it's kind of like I really everything what you said is what I want to do. So I want to grow, and I definitely want to add plumbing. So, and I got a good friend of mine that I've been knowing like 10 years. We've been trying to do something together, but how TDR has it set up to where only like if a guy has a plumbing license, contractor's plumbing license, he only can contract with just one company. So, like for my electrical contractor's license or my master electrician license, I can go with more than one company. Only TDRR says they says is that if you use your master electrician license at another company, you have to own 50% of that. So, but I mean that's if you want to do it like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of give you a scenario of, but as far as like if my friend with his plumbing license, if he wanted to bring his plumbing license to my company, he couldn't do that. He would have to stop doing his business,
right,
and bring his plumbing license over to mine. So that's the dilemma that we kind of at right now. So either we're gonna have to just make a whole new company to where he dissolve his company and we make a whole new company like that, or because I mean, like I said, at this point, he can't because he runs his own business too.
yeah. That's because it's like HVAC and electricity, TDLR. You got to go through them to get your license. But plumbing, they on a whole other what's it called? The M.
Yeah,
They
it's
on a
something like
whole
that. Yeah. I'm
It's
not
totally
exactly sure, but
separate.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Because I think TDLR actually trying to get the plumbing trade also for Texas, and I think TDLR a little more lenient. You know what the plumbers got to go through.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to be a master plumber also in Texas.
Yeah.
What I hear.
Yeah. But yeah. So, but no, man, I definitely would like to grow. And you know, some days, man, I had to be honest. Some days I'm a country boy at heart, so some days I just kind of just want to be out.
Do you?
And yeah, it's.
I think I understand what you're saying. I think
Yeah.
we kind of like on the same page, man. But I like I say, I do encourage myself, and I encourage you and anybody else out there listening, man. The sky's the limit, but we only put limitations on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's how far and beyond we want to go. You know what I'm saying? You are what you think about. You know, so these trades can, you know, even last week during the live stream, we were talking to one brother that he was saying that, you know, he can make up as much as like 60K. You know what I'm saying? But that, you know, you know, you can make 30K all the way to 30 million, 30 billion in this industry. You know, so it's all up to us. Like I say, but you know, to make that kind of money, it's kind of like what you're saying too. You got to really probably incorporate electrician, HVAC, and plumbing if you want to, you know, make that kind of money.
And see, so I'm at the point. I was just talking to my dad about this. I'm at the point to where I'm really tired of running service calls, and I don't want to say I'm tired of running service calls, but I'd much rather be doing more commercial work to where the money is going to be for the same amount of time. So how can I say this? So just say for me running 10 service calls, just say within 1 week, I'd rather have me one commercial job that's going to pay me the same, you know, for the same amount of time versus just running and gunning, you know, from this area of the city to this area of the city, you know, doing from this area of the city to that area of the city, you know. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at the moment. And I have a few irons in the fire that it's gonna allow me to do that, maybe probably like within like, you know, a week or two. So I'm just kind of finalizing everything, and I'm gonna have to put it. I'm gonna have to. So what I'm looking at right now, I can't just say everything, but what I'm looking at, I'm gonna need at least like 15 people for what I'm about to try and do.
Okay.
And because it's gonna require, you know, manpower, and it's gonna be a lot of work that's I'm gonna be having to do. You know, it's gonna be the same type of work, you know, but yeah. So I'm kind of just getting my head wrapped around there because I'm really, like I said, I'm ready to transition to just doing like more volume and more but I don't say more volume is in more service calls, you know. So
Right.
yeah, I'm definitely trying to make a transition, you know.
Yeah, commercial. That's definitely the way to the way to go that route. If you don't want to stay in the truck and stay in the ags all the time. Even with HVAC, man. Even when I do start hiring employee, I look at some of these buildings and just say if they have, let's say about 40 some rooftop units, 2 chillers or something like that. When I get ready to hire employees, I'm already knowing when I see that building, okay, I want somebody here all the time. You know what I'm saying? I need a technician right here to do maintenance. He started on 1 unit. If he got 40 rooftop units up there and he got to do the chillers too, by the time he finished, because it might take him 2 or 3 months, to finish all this.
Right.
Especially if he doing repairs and stuff like that. Hey, as soon as he get through with that last HVAC equipment, it's time to start over. You know what I'm saying? Just be like a revolving door. Revolving door. But commercial, man, that's definitely the way to go as far as that. I did a live stream one time and I was just showing a bunch of people just far as Google Earth, because I like plazas, to be honest with you. You know what I mean when I say plaza, the small, little buildings with one or two rooftop units. I got several buildings. I got one building that got 40 rooftop units on there. And a lot of time, man, I look at one of them units, right, or one building. Let's say if that building got 40 units on there. And just for the maintenance, let's say if I'm charging $300 per unit for maintenance. If I do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. No, I'm just saying. So I said, okay, that's $1,500 right there. You know what I'm saying? So this $1,500 is going to be able to purchase this, or that $1,500 is going to take care of that bill right there. And a lot of time, man, that's how I do it. Okay, I look at those rooftop units right here. I'll be like, okay, that's gonna take out my mortgage right here for this month right here. So I go around them plazas. I say, okay, this building here got 5 units on here. Okay, I'm gonna try my best, my marketing skills, do whatever it takes. Let me get this building right here. That building right there is gonna take care of my mortgage for 4 months. You know what I mean? So then, okay, so I got the mortgage taken care of for 4 months. Now whatever else I want to scale in my business, or if I want to purchase something. I want to go get my wife a nice bag or something, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, there you go. Let me get this building right here. Hey, and savings and everything. But I definitely look at units like that, man. Even the scale or even put back in the company. Whatever I want to do with my money, it's my choice. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely, man, commercial is the way to go with that. And then, like I said, I don't want to sound like we look because a lot of people take your words out of context too. As far as residential though, you can look at every house like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times if we got to think about selling our company one day, that's where the service agreements come in at, or your email list. But if you want to come to the point you want to sell your company one day, that's those some of the things they're gonna look at. Okay, how many service agreements do you have? How many customers do you have? And hey, that's what you need, a good software like Jobber come in at. You know what I'm saying? Good CRM software, because that's going to keep all your emails, all your addresses, all your phone numbers, all your customers. It's going to keep them in a database. So one day if you do want to sell your company, you can get that long list. Okay, if you got a list of 500 customers in your CRM software, it's going to make your company look more advertising. But if anybody, like I say, man, we got let me see here. So we got 10 entries. Hey, can you see how many likes we got? I say we got 34 people up in here. I can't see it on my end. Let me see here.
36.
We got 36 likes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, y'all share this live screen. By the time we get up to 50 likes, man, we're gonna do a drawing. So if anybody want a chance to win a gas leak detector, hit that like button. I'm sorry. No, hit the like. Hit that like button, but also enter trades. Enter trades for a chance to win Top T's gas leak detector. Top T gas leak detector. All right.
Anybody have any questions on there?
Let's go back up to Mark. You want to answer this for Mark? Why it's so difficult to get into the industry? And we just gonna go. We just gonna because we're just gonna go to skilled trade industry. So that can be electrician or HVAC. But I'll let you take that.
Man, I would say how it's because it's not promoted, and when it is promoted, it's promoted in a bad way. It's so when you have like and I thought about doing something like this. I was telling my wife I wanted to do like a skilled trades like job fair, but going to schools, high schools to do a skilled trades job fair to where because I notice a lot of times you have white collar job fairs that'll come to your school to, they'll be recruiting for engineering or robotics or what have you. Now you don't have that for the trades. So when I say a skilled trades job fair, meaning we fill a gymnasium up. One person gonna be there as a mechanic. He's gonna have a motorcycle. He's gonna have a mechanic in there. He's gonna be showing, hey, look, my average charge is $150 an hour to do XYZ. And if I got to put a transmission in, that's a $5,000 job within 3 days. So we need to have job fairs that's talking like that because the youth, they want to get the bag. But all they see is dirty, dirt here, dirt, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
it don't look attractive.
Don't look attractive. Yeah. Don't look attractive. But also too, I want to have somebody there. They got a HVAC unit just like what you got.
But not to cut you out, but I think Mark is asking though. It sounds like he's attracted to it. It sounds like he want to know why it's so difficult to get into it. So, you feel what I'm saying? So he's the guy that's showing up at the job fair actually going and actually want the job, but he's saying that it's just difficult for him to get into it. I don't know whether that be I don't know if he's certified for it. You know what I mean? Or is it too difficult to get certified for it? But why is it so hard to get into getting into the electrician industry?
He's actually just from electrician?
No, he just said the industry period. So like I said, I don't know if Mark, if you still here, you can say HVAC or electrician. So I just put it on because a lot of people say it's hard to get HVAC jobs, hard to get in the HVAC industry. I'm sure you're hearing that on your end also. Why is it so hard to be an electrician?
So I think the most question, the number one question I get is how do I get into it? And when I went to an interview, they didn't hire me. So I think it's kind of gonna boil down to having a mentor and then having the right information on top of that. See, because I was fortunate that I had a school that companies came to their school to get electrical apprentice, and the school would send me out to the school would send me out to the company to do the interview. Now, there's a lot of stuff that goes into why they don't hire you or why it's hard to get into it. But I don't think it's a difficult thing because how can I say this? Because I don't want to generalize this to make it seem like they just don't want you to get in the trade because if you talk to someone like HVAC people, he's gonna say, man, I had to do this, I had to keep trying. So when you say why is it so difficult, I don't want to just put it back on the companies is the issue, is the problem, so that the question is kind of general, so I can speak to a more specific question than just saying why is it so difficult, because I mean when you think about difficult, what is difficult to you? What is difficult to you?
I
You know,
totally agree.
It's difficult. You go into one interview and the guy saying, "Well, you're not electrician material," and so now you don't want to go to another interview. Is that difficult to you, or is difficult doing how HVAC people did? I don't, you know. So I can answer a more specific question, but just saying, why is it difficult to get into the industry? Now I can tell you. So, for my brother-in-law, he had a mentor. His mentor was me. So I guided him on the proper companies to go to, what tools to have, how to, what clothes to wear in the winter. So when he did show up, he was kind of already kind of up to speed on what he needed, because a lot of times when you go there as a green person, you got on baggy pants, you coming in with the, what I'm saying? I don't want to go off and all into that, but so like if it,
Yeah. Look the
it's kind of
part.
it's kind of hard just to answer that, just that one, just that, because that's such a broad question. Why is it difficult? Because I mean,
Right. So let's break it down to them. Let's try to help them out just far as um first I would say though, whatever ad they have or recommendations that I like to take a look. You can keep talking, but I want to kind of
oh
take
yeah, no,
I
no,
want to bring
because
you know how to
I,
when they ask what are the qualifications for this job right here.
yeah,
So that's where you want to start at.
oh yeah,
Whether it be
yeah,
okay, EPA license recommended, a high school diploma or equivalent is recommended. Um, your electrician whatever the
yeah,
TDLR, if you're in the
yeah,
state of Texas, whatever
mhm,
state you in, whatever type of uh qualification of they asking for, let's take experience out the door. Because whatever qualification now, if they asking for 10 years experience, a highly trained technician, you shouldn't be applying for that
woo,
job.
right,
You know what I mean? But
yeah,
let's first just start. What are they asking for? You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And then if you let's say if it's in or a website like Indeed or one that I pulled up last week was HVAC agent. They gonna ask for the qualification. So let's start there. Let's get a highlighter and let's mark them out. You know what I'm saying? Let's be
wow,
prepared when we go in the interview first. You know what I'm saying?
that's tight,
To try to knock out some of these difficulties. You know, um, I know we had somebody on the screen that and there's one way to do it. You go into the test and probably knowing that you're gonna fail the first
yeah,
time. You know what I'm
hmm,
saying? But you just trying to get experience with it. You trying to get a feel for it or whatever. That's one way to do it. But another way is to be well qualified. You know what I'm saying? For that interview, be prepared for that interview. I think like you was going into Steve, just far as the soft skill, be presentable, find a book. So let's say you don't necessarily have to have I would recommend, a nice collar shirt, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some slacks or something like that.
hmm,
Or you can go in there since this is a trade, but if you don't have no skills, it's kind of different. But you can go in there with some khakis and some boots, like you ready to work now. You can go, you can go in there with that drive, like, nah, as soon as I leave out this interview, man, you can go ahead and put me in the warehouse, or whatever. I do some sweeping and some cleaning. But technically, that's not what they're gonna do. You got to go to HR. You know what I'm saying? So let's stick to the basics now. You know what I'm saying? Why it's so difficult? 'Cause I know, you don't want no cloudy piss or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? You want a clear mind. Even if you was on any kind of drugs or alcohol for a minute, man, you might want to, especially because this trade is a career, man. You have to take it serious because it's life changing.
hmm,
So even if you got any type of vices or anything like that, try to chill out for about 30 days, man. You know what I'm saying? Do some
hmm,
walking, doing a little running or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Get your skin, just try to look presentable, man. Go get a nice haircut. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you got to take. You know what I'm saying? Get a haircut before you go up in there.
right,
Especially if you don't have no experience or something. When you don't have no experience or something like that, man, you have to bring something else. Because if you don't bring something else, they're gonna at least look at the guy with this experience, like, okay, he ain't gonna cost me too much money. But if you do look presentable, they can find something in you though. You know what I mean? So, like I say, you have to invest in yourself. Lot of us not investing in ourselves. When I say invest in yourself, like you say, you know, what you gonna wear, you know, you grooming, man, they got books and stuff on that. Or YouTube is free. They got people that specialize in how to conduct yourself in the interview. You know what I'm saying? Cause that
Yeah.
first impression, you only got one time to make a good first impression of what they say.
Right.
You know, so that just start there. Start at the basic first. Be qualified. You know what I'm saying? Look presentable. Act like you want the job. You know what I'm saying? Because there's really no excuse. And I say, Stephen, I'm with you, man. That is it okay? How difficult it is? You know what I'm saying? Is it that difficult to you? You know, hey, get up and try it again. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes difficult is not always something bad. You know what I'm saying? It's good that a company and these companies want to make it difficult for you to get in because
Mm.
we don't need just know any and everybody in this
Anybody.
trade.
Right.
You know, I always use the example like a McDonald's. You can go get a bomb off the street and show them how to flip a burger. You know, so you elaborate on that a little more.
Hey, man, you know, I remember a bunch of times, man, where I got laid off. Right now, I could have been like, man, it's too hard, it's too difficult, man. But you gotta dot your I's and cross all your T's. Because if I would have just look, I went on Craigslist looking for a job, electrician job. I went on Indeed. This was back, man. This was probably back like in
So it was
2010,
difficult.
2010 or 2008 or something. You know,
It was difficult for you. Let's get into it. Get into it, man. Show them the struggle then. Yes.
but
Let them know the struggle.
no, I'm just saying. Because I don't because I would what I don't want to do. I don't want to just put it all back on. It's the company that you went to. It's the person in HR that didn't hire me. Oh, because he's this. Oh, because he doesn't like this. Oh, because he, you know what I'm saying? He looked at me this way. He looked at me that way. Or she said she was judging me. You know, I don't want to just put it all back on that because it's so many things that stop us at the first moment of disappointment. You know, meaning if the interviewer didn't call you back, okay, well go down to the next one. Call them. Can I come in for an interview? Okay, they don't respond back. Go down to the next one. You can go on Indeed. Like I said, I was looking on Craigslist, man. I was calling friends. Hey, is your company hiring? Is this company hiring? I would suggest if you're trying to get into the trade, just go and look on go to Google. This is the easiest thing. Go to Google and look up HVAC companies in your area. Heating and cooling companies in your area. Them first 5 to 10, call all of them and see if they're hiring. That's all you got to do. Call, and I guarantee you, at least 3 to 4 out of 10 of them are going to say, "Hey, yeah, can you come in?" Well, the first they're going to say, "Hey, do you have an EPA license or do you have a technician license?" They're going to ask you those simple questions. Do you have a driver's license and a high school diploma? That's pretty much it. So what I'm just saying it to say is that is I don't want to just put it back on the industry like it's the industry's fault, you know. So and here's one of the things too. I kind of spoke on this at the first beginning is your comprehension. You're gonna have to look, if you want to do this trade, you're gonna have to do a lot of research over and over and over and over to understand how to braze copper, to understand how to pull wire, to understand how to bend pipe. You're gonna have to do stuff over and over and over and over and over. So look, if you stop at the first point of difficulty, you may want to go get a McDonald's job. Well, they ain't gonna care if you drop a fry on the ground. Because I'm telling you, getting these trades, it's, man, look, let me say this right here. I was teasing one of my sons, one of my friend's sons, right? Because he liked to fight, you know. So I said, look. So I told him, you want me to tell you how I can easily punch through something if I wanted to punch through something, or if I'm gonna grab onto somebody and they ain't gonna get away from me, right? So I said, just imagine, you see, I'm using these channel locks every day for 15 years. Just think how strong my grip is.
A grown
So if I'm gonna get a hold to you, once I grab you with these, my hands are not, they ain't no keyboard type hands.
Yeah, that grown man.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't no keyboard little ring a ding. When I grab on something, I'm gonna grab onto
Let's say
it, right?
you ain't got no Twitter fingers, do you?
Nah, man. So and then just busting my knuckles up against pipe, you know, busting them on concrete. My knuckles are hard. Look, so I'm just saying that to say, you know, it's a lot of stuff that you can learn in this trade, and it makes you become a man. A man is made to face difficulty.
Oh man, could you say that not only physical, like you say mentally too, though, man? You got to be mental tough in this game right here, man. I'm talking about when you say difficult, Uncle. You just had me
Yeah.
reminiscing, man. I remember when I first started in HVAC, got the job or whatever, and like I say, I kind of started off in plumbing where we do soldering, brazing a little bit more different than soldering as far as you got to apply more heat. And I remember, man, on one of the first jobs that my supervisor kind of like let me go out there on my own, and they was almost kind of helicoptering me though, because they came and checked on me. You know what I mean? Quite naturally, that's what they supposed to do. But by the time they come and check on me, that when it was time for me to braze. And I'm like, man. So I'm brazing, bro. I'm talking about man, I had so many beads around that thing, man. But look here though. With that being said, you got to be mental tough, man. You know, and sometimes it do take some encouragement out there, because my supervisor, they wasn't beat me up. They were like, man, you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get it. But I could have mentally beat myself up too. Like, man, I'm not gonna get this. I'm not gonna get this. Nah. I went home that same night and practiced. You know what I mean? I practiced, and like I said, it's repetition. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be embarrassed like that. You know, that made me feel down. You know what I'm saying? You know, with two people over me, it was my supervisor and, you know, it was another technician. You know what I'm saying? You know how technicians talk sometimes. You know what I mean? But I had a good team, man. You know how some technicians can be like, oh man, he ain't gonna, man, you should have seen him. Dude, I ain't been doing this. I've been in the field 2 weeks. You know, they're gonna go back to you're gonna go back and tell the other technicians, oh man, you should have seen them bees around that. He had so many titties around that copper pipe, man. Don't make no sense. You know what I mean? And man, you do gotta be mentally tough, man. You gotta be, if you fail, you have callbacks and stuff like that. You gotta be, you just gonna do better next time, or just gotta keep improving. Just keep improving. Repetition, man. I always say, man, you're not fit to learn any one of these trades overnight. You know what I'm saying? But one day, if you keep it up, that light bulb gonna click and you're gonna get it. So man, that's why I say difficult can go a long way, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be mental tough in this game right here. But I'm gonna scroll down unless you want to elaborate that on some more. I'm gonna scroll down.
I just got one more thing I want to say. So
okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, man, I remember when I was doing industrial work. We was doing industrial water plants, you know, like for cities, where all your water go when you flush a toilet, it gets purified. So never forget, man, I had to drive, like, let me see, about 45 minutes away from my house, which was in the country area. And then you had to drive, you got to go like almost about like 25 or 30 minutes into the backwoods. Right? So if you can imagine, I'm a little, 22, 23-year-old apprentice, you know, having to drive into the backwoods. I don't know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nobody that back there that look like me. We got to put on snake boots because of snakes. You know what I'm saying? So, and but I could have been like, man, I'm not going back there because I don't know who back there. They may try to do whatever to me. You know what I'm saying? But look, had I not just kept going, I wouldn't have got that experience, man. You know, and I can tell you this. I think I mentioned this on the last broadcast. The experience I gained with that industrial company when we was doing a hospital. This is fast forward. I was working for a new company, and I was a new journeyman, right? And we was doing a hospital, but we had to do like this X-ray room, and all this pipe had to be in this special rigid pipe. And let me tell you, nobody didn't know how to bend rigid pipe or thread rigid pipe on the job site. When they asked anybody know how to run rigid pipe through the walls, you know, threading it, bending it, just to raise their hand. Because I work for that company. where I had to go to these weird places in the backwoods. All these water plants was right off the river. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we had to use this special rigid kind of pipe. But had I not stayed with that company, I could have been like, oh man, they taking me out. I got a job an hour here. I got a job back, and it's in the backwoods. They may try and do whatever to me out there. Throw me in the river or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm trying to say is that fast forward, had I not stayed with that company and got that experience on how to do that pipe, how to cut that pipe, how to bend it and how to thread it and put it in them walls, then I would have stopped because I would have said, oh, it's too difficult now. It's getting too difficult for me to get up early to drive out here. It's too difficult for me to drive into the backwoods because I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So what's difficult to you?
Right.
That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, no, you're right, man. Because bro, trust me, I know a lot of people like, man, I'm not going out there. You know what I mean? And a lot of them people that's saying that, man, they're ready to work at the Mickey D's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of doing really what's best for them and their family. But hey, man, y'all enter in the comment section. How many likes we looking like, Steven? But I am going to do the
right
drawing regardless.
41.
Let's see if we can get 9 more likes, y'all. We'll reach our goal.
And somebody gave you a super chat too.
Oh man, look at my boy Ernest, man. My boy Ernest, man, they coming through with a nice super chat, man. Hey, Ernest, man, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it, bro. Hey, as always, man, you always show your love and support to the channel, man. We appreciate it, man. My man, he said, get with the times or get left behind, HVAC people. I appreciate it, Ernest, with the super chat, man. We really do appreciate it, bro. We're gonna go right to what you got here. Anything easy usually isn't worth doing it. Hey, that's big time right there, man. That's why we say, man, if it's difficult, that's why they're making it difficult for you. You know what I'm saying? They want it to be hard, because this is a rewarding career and it do take mental toughness. That's why you do need the qualification. People know that. They ain't just this not fit to be no revolving door. They just letting anybody in. So that is true.
Louis G just said something about it can be difficult for some people. I don't know if you want to put it up there or not.
Let me see if I can find it right here. Let me see. It can be difficult for some people because some do judge based on how you look, but be prepared to have something to offer. I had 2 felons, but I invested $1,000 in tools and EPA, and they hired me. All right, congratulations, Louis. Yeah, man, you kept on going because you invested in yourself. You invested in yourself. But I can go a long time on this if you want me to. But you go ahead and elaborate on that, Steven.
Hold on once. Which one was it again?
Louis G. That's the comment you talking about right there. I got it on the screen.
Yeah.
He said, well, you reading? Go ahead.
Okay. Now I was gonna say, hey man, I done came across so many guys, man, that's in the trade. So let me say this: the trades is like, I don't want to say it's the last resort, but the trades don't judge you. The people will, but the trade ain't gonna judge you. You know what I'm saying? So like,
that's deep right there.
Yeah,
that's deep.
Look, the brother said he had 2 felonies, man. Look, man. Yeah. So basically, if he would have taken them 2 felonies to a white collar job, you already know what they're gonna try to do.
Yeah.
He can be the valedictorian of his class. But once that background check come up, oh, so you had 2 felonies?
Yeah.
What was they? And what was this? And did you hurt somebody? And this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying that because he actually just had something to offer when he said it can be difficult for some people. But look, and then he said, look, he went and invested $1,000 in tools and EPA, and they hired him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
he ain't come empty-handed. You know what I'm saying? That was gonna set him apart from somebody that's probably even don't have no felony, but at least he come with tools. He trying, man, and some people can see they probably even if volunteer that advice. You know what I mean? Hey, doing the interview. That's why I say don't just be quiet in the interview, expecting them just to ask you questions. You know what I'm saying? You got to be upfront too. Let them know, hey, I got these tools too. I got my, I got a digital meter. I got a, I'm just naming something off the top of my head. I
Yeah.
got all my hand tools. I got I got a digital gauge. I got manifold gauges. I got my model refrigeration handbook that I'm gonna be doing studying. I'm continue with doing continuing education. If y'all do or don't offer that, but if y'all do offer continuing education, I sign me up for every course. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. So bring more to the table, man. These people will hire you, but I say you can't sit back. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, books about doing interview processing and stuff like that, or even, man, like resume building, man. You might want to hire you somebody, outsource that to make your resume. People be sending me resumes. They writing the resume just like I used to write the resume. All they doing is copy and pasting what these folks asking for on the qualification. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
And put it in bulletin points and just looking, you know.
look, I can tell you, let me just say this real quick. You talking about the resumes. Bruh, I used to do this all the time. I used to just go to Google and type in electrician journeyman resume. And I copy and paste that mug,
Yeah.
put my name in the place, change a few words, put my job,
Yes, sir.
okay, I worked here for this amount of years, I worked there for this amount of years, because it's already gonna have the description of what you're gonna be doing. So instead of type, I've been pipe, I did this many units, I did this, I did that. I just keep the same description and add a little bit more, change the name, change the date, and now I got it. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all that's just doing it in the trade, if y'all look, this is how easy it is. Look, if you're trying to make a transition to get into the trade, where your resume need to be at least like half of your leadership skills or half of your responsibilities that what you did, and then you can put on there something like making a transition. I'm going to school for, get my EPA license, or I'm going to school for, uh, how to be a electrician. So that you can't not just go in there with just with clothes on and expect to get hired. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta put something, because I'm telling you, because the next person that's gonna come in there with that, they're gonna get hired quick.
And another thing I do want to make a point to also, because he said it could be different to some people based on how they look, right? And that could be as far as minorities. So that's this as far as the mental game. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you're black, white, Mexican, Chinese, whatever race you in, because like I was explaining earlier, like when I first got hired to that commercial job there 2 weeks, I'm around white guys. I'm the only black guy in the company, only black technician. But man, every one of them white guys helped me out. You know what I'm saying? When really none of them trying to hold back. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, don't get discouraged just because you filling out an application or you getting interviewed, by somebody of the opposite race. Because I know I hear that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't look at race. You know what I'm saying? Some people do. And I'm telling you too, man, it's a small minority. I'm just gonna call them bigots. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, they few and far in between. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of us just be getting caught up on that mental thing, but like it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want them to look at us like that too, like painting everybody with a broad brush. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a monolithic thinking amongst us. All of us don't think the same. All of us don't dress the same. You know what I'm saying? The same way on the other side of the aisle too. Especially in this day and age, man, as far as all this division and political, if you this or you that, you know what I'm saying? But you are gonna have that in the skill trade sometime, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be mental tough, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be mentally tough, but don't let that persuade you like, okay, it's just for them, you know. That's where the mental toughness come in too, man. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror like you just as good as anybody else. You know what I mean? I see we got Sir Darren, man. We gonna add him to the stream also here in a couple seconds here in the background. wait. So give us 1 second, sir. There, and we're gonna answer a couple more of these comments. But do you see what I'm saying? As far as that, Steven, you know what I'm saying? As far as don't get discouraged, you know what I'm saying? Because
Bruh,
hey,
look,
we are the minority, period. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta be, I'm gonna say almost willing to be the only one sometimes. You know
here's
what
the
I'm saying?
thing.
Yeah.
Look, so I can answer this 2 ways, but I prefer to answer from my own personal experience. So just kind of like what you said, I remember very vividly to where I'll be working with a lot of the older white guys that had a position at one time, and they kind of just all they do is just go around and do like big stuff on the job. You know, they do very important stuff on the job, right? Now they will put me with that one guy. So here's what I would do: I'll make his job so easy. And you know what he's gonna do in return?
Yeah.
He's gonna show me everything. He gonna sit back.
Yep.
All he wanna do is sit back and have he wanna have somebody be like, hey, do this, do that, do this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know how much you done learn that it would have taken you to get in 3 years. You done learned it in a month of working with him.
You so right, man. That's the mental toughness you had, because I think you were about to get into this a little earlier, as far as, man, what you learn as far as the trades is not going to judge it. I think, yeah, that was the word you used. The trades is not going to be the one to judge. So I took that statement, you saying it like this: what you learn, can't nobody take that away from you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The trade itself is not going to judge it. People going to judge. You know what I'm saying? People, that's our natural ability. What we see, I mean, we quite naturally, we're going to judge it.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as HVAC itself, HVAC don't care who you is. I just need this unit up and running. That unit is not talking to me like, oh man, you this, you that, you look like this, you look like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just want, you know what I'm saying, somebody skilled to get me up and running. You know, that's kind of how I took that statement that you said there. So,
oh no, it's perfect, yeah. And
man,
I'm just gonna say this last thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's different. So see, I can only give an example. It's kind of like when you're at war, you know, you in the trenches with somebody next to you. You're not worried about how they look. You just worry about if they're on your team, because you know they're gonna give you some cover fire. We need to make it from here to over there. So it's the same thing when you in the trade. You ain't worried about how the person look. Hey, we need to get this amount of work done today. Can we work together to get this done? Both of us got people to take care of. Both of us got that paycheck we need. You know what I'm saying? So let's work together to get this done. And it's gonna be a mutual benefit. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. So and you made another point, man, because I was just like that, man, when I first started. We got to humble ourselves. First of all, I'm just starting my first year. I don't know anything. I don't need to be acting like I know anything. So when we got these people with decades of experience, true enough, they born in a certain era or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they got a wealth of knowledge, and you need to do whatever it takes to get that knowledge. I used to be right behind them. They on that ladder. I'm already thinking. I'm like,
Here you go.
I'm moving chess move. Yeah, I'm moving chess move. Oh yeah, he about to need them wire cutters. Bam.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah. Oh
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Now I'm like what you call it, just far as NBA team,
Yeah, you're gonna be
a rookie on the NFL team or something. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna carry your bags back to the truck. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Adrian, man, with the super sticker, man. Hey, Adrian, hey, I always support the channel, man. We appreciate it, man. Yep. Hey, what up? What up? Hey, how you pronounce your name, Sir Darren? Sir Darren, what? Constant?
Yeah, that's it. Sir Darren Constant.
Sir Darren Constant, man. All right, how you doing today, man? What's going on?
What's good?
What's up, bro? How y'all doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Good to see you too, bro.
Yes, sir. Want to elaborate on anything that we was comment?
Nah. I was just listening.
Okay. You're gonna tune in. I would say, can you see the chat also, man? You're more than welcome, man. Elaborate on anything. Also, like I say, you just hang out. Like I say, Darren, man, he joined the show last week. He's a HVAC contractor as well. So if anybody got any questions that for him, you can also ask him also, man. But let me ask you a question, Darren.
Yeah.
So when you first started though, how difficult it was, and think back when you first started, man, how difficult it was for you to actually land that first job, or was it easy? You know what I'm saying? You probably you probably started off on your first application was a go. You know what I'm saying? Or did it take you a little struggle to get into it?
Oh, you talking about like your first job out of
Your
school?
first job? No, your first
Nah,
job after school.
nah, mine was different because I did
Mhm.
Skills USA in college. So before I graduated, I had like 20 job offers.
Wow, Skills USA. What's that,
Yeah,
man? Share with the
that's
audience, man. Is it something that they need to get into? If it,
yeah, yeah. If you in school for
it's
it, it's
called
like
it's called what?
it's called Skills USA.
Okay, let me Google that. I
So
ain't never heard of that.
if you in college, it's like where you go to like competitions all across the US. You go to
Mm-hmm.
like Oklahoma, Florida, San Antonio, stuff like that, and do like competitions on gas furnaces, air handlers, all that type of stuff. Yeah, it's
Okay, that's
called
it.
Skills USA.
Yeah, skillsusa.org.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if
Heard of
But
that.
anybody,
it's through
hey,
your school. It's through your
it's
school.
through the school though. Okay,
Yeah.
so when you say through a school, that's like a high school or college.
Nah, that's through college.
Okay,
That's real tight right there. I never
okay. So
heard
you got to
So
sign up for college. How you do that though? Is this like a
so
financial aid program or it's free?
It's
How would one go about getting into this?
the way ours was our teacher took like the top students in the class and he just signed us up. We didn't have like regular class like everybody else. We was prepping for like competitions
Mm-hmm.
against
Mm,
other people.
that's tight.
So when you by the time you graduate, you already gonna have probably about 20 or more job offers because everybody would be bidding to like get your services.
Oh wow.
Cause
That's tight.
you one of the top technicians in the area.
Oh wow. So how many different trades they got? I'm sitting
They
kind
got
of
every
looking.
trade.
Yeah, they got every trade, huh? Yeah, I never heard of
Yeah.
that. Okay, well, hey, there y'all have it, man. That's gold right there. If
Wait,
anybody,
wait,
I think
you did
Mark.
HVAC? You did HVAC
Yeah,
over there?
yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Dang.
Hey, Mark. Like you,
Dang.
Mark, if you still tuning in, man, it might be some avenue that you want to take. You said it's difficult to get in some of these trades. Darren say this right here. Hey, let's say workplace skill, personal skills. But you see how that's kind of like what we were just talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Personal skill they fit to train you on. You
Yeah,
know,
we had to do like, yeah, we did a lot of different stuff. Like you got the people that take like the regular classes, and you got the
mm-hmm.
like the people that's in the Skills USA where they prepping them for like competitions. So like I said, we was going to like Florida, Oklahoma,
Yeah.
Kentucky, San Antonio, Austin. We went all over the place.
Wow. And you see, they teaching y'all professionalism, responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because
Yeah,
you, when you in these trades, man, you got to be dependable, man. When somebody, they a lot of these companies, man, they got different jobs, different commercial jobs. We do we be in hospitals, man. I used to work on MRI machines. And when I say you got to be dependable and reliable, sometimes you be at some on top of these buildings 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's an MRI machine, man. They got to get this MRI machine back up and running because it's somebody's life on the line. You know what I mean? And that goes, through every trade. If you're a plumber, they need their water as far as sanitation wise. You're electrician. We ain't had an electrician. Well, none of this be possible. You know what I'm saying? Ain't really no HVAC equipment going to work without the electrician. So got to be dependable, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this be honest with you, man. The skilled trade just not no regular job. A lot of time we got more responsibilities, than your people in office. Sometimes I feel, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes the big, what they say, white collar jobs, the trades, man. We are. It's the way to go, and it's I get a lot of satisfaction from it also. I'm sure y'all do as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So man, I appreciate Darren for sharing that, man. I'm sure some of these people, I would say, y'all copy and paste that. That's it right there, though. SkillsUSA.org. SkillsUSA.org. Hey, what we looking like on the likes? Can we get to 50 likes? We'll put a drawing.
53.
53. Hey, I appreciate it, man. We got up to 53 likes. So that's what I like to do. So we're gonna go ahead now and we'll enter the drawing. Let's see who win this This is let me see. This is top tees. I'm sorry, not the anemometer. We're giving away the gas leak detector right here. Like I say, I did a review already. I already did a review on this, so I don't think I did how to use it, but I do like this thing. I gave it 2 thumbs up, and like I say, I might do another review here before the year out. But this is an awesome tool, and Top Tees is sponsoring this live stream. And also, you can look in the description below if anybody out there just want to purchase this gas leak detector. Look in the description below. I think you save about 10% if you use my referral link. But we're gonna go ahead and let's see here. All right, when we do this giveaway, Eugene Barnes, we're gonna go ahead and add you also. Can you hear me, Eugene?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, my brother.
All right, Eugene, man. Thank you for joining. We're gonna go ahead and
No problem.
we're gonna go ahead and do the drawing. Eugene, did you enter a chance to win the drawing? Did you enter trades in the comments?
No, I didn't get a chance to, my brother. But I mean, I'm here to see who gonna win it.
All right, now go ahead and enter a chance to win now.
No problem.
Go ahead and type trades in the comment. We'll give you an opportunity also. We got about 18 entries. So by the time I see 19, we'll go ahead and make the jar. Man, I appreciate everybody out there for hitting that like button, man. YouTube maybe will put me in their algorithm and introduce us to more people.
That's funny right there.
All right, this is Top Tees gas leak detector. All right, we got 22 inches. We got 26 inches. Y'all hit that like button. Before we get out of here. All right, we got Thomas B. You know what I'm saying? We got Manuel. We got King Coop. We got Sauceless. We got Ernest. Charles Hall. All right, let's go ahead and draw. Let's see who the winner is. Who we got? Winner is Sam Andrew. Congratulations, my man. Congratulations, Sam Andrew. I'm gonna leave my email in the comments, and then you just email me your address. Email me your address, whatever you want me to send it to Andrew, Sam Andrew. I appreciate it, man. I know you the one to hit them like button, man. You comment often, man. I do appreciate your like and participation, man. But I'm gonna leave my email address in the comment section, and I'll send that to you. All right, but that is a great leak detector, man. And shout out to Top Tees, man, for providing that. All right, I'll leave in the comment section. Then we'll answer some questions and comments also, man. But thank you everybody for hitting that like button and participate. How many likes we got, Steve?
57.
57, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna give a round of applause, man. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Hey,
Sam Andrew.
Hey man, this brother said it was Thomas B. He said, just don't read the walls in the Porta Johns.
Yeah, man. I don't know who would want to write on the Porta John. I mean, that was always
Hey, you be
disgusting.
surprised, man. Well, you going there? It's a comedy show.
Yeah.
Hey, but I did just want to say one more thing on what you were saying before about when we was talking about working with somebody else, being a team player. Man, you know, I used to you know, it's different when you're telling somebody, you know, I did this today, I did that today, you know, but when you work with somebody like on the job site and they got like a big title, you know, and then when they give you accolades to everybody, it feels much better than you just saying, hey, you know, I did this or I did that. You know what I'm saying? You almost kind of get like, how how can I say this? You almost get like, you get more kudos for when somebody else give you gratification versus you telling somebody I did this or I did that. You know what I'm saying? But you get recognized by somebody big on a job site because you did this or because you did that. Oh man, it feel much better. You know. So it's just kind of like what you're saying, man. I used to be the same way. I'll be standing next to the ladder, and I'll be working with my journeyman or working with whoever, and you need them channel locks, here you go. Oh, you need some more pipe, you need some more couplings, you need some more wire. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, man. I used to love assisting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's the kind of attitude to have, man. You kind of want to move up in this industry, man. You gotta be selfless. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really want to help people out. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to say, but the thing about it, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? The thing about this trade right here, trades are in high demand, man. So you can really be the you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to go the extra mile, if you do not want to have the best character in this trade, you can still keep a job around here. I'm telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, if you do have good character though, you know what I'm saying? And one of my favorite sayings, man, we put on this world for one reason and one reason only, and that's to serve others. You know what I'm saying? So when you can help, you know, somebody else out or help your brothers out, man, and actually be aware and pay attention, you know, on these job sites, and man, you can go a long way. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, you know, going that extra mile. Hey, somebody did try to come in the live stream, man. My bad. I was doing the giveaway, but if you want to come back in, man, you can come in and participate. Yeah, man. But you're right though, man. Go the extra mile. You know, say, Patrick, I'm saying you got to go all in, study. Yep. Master the trade you're into. You know what I'm saying? Learn more, you know, necessary to do your job. I totally agree. Let's see. Aiden G say prep courses will help you also. It's a great investment. I totally agree. MC say beginner to expert pro HVAC said, what up, HVAC people? I'm starting my own appliance repair business while putting in my time to get my contractor license out here in Louisiana. There you go. You know what I'm saying? He's doing more. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's about, man. Do more. Glenn say he's an HVAC owner in South Carolina since 2007. All right, Glenn, man, you're more than welcome. Come on, man, showing some of your expertise. You've been doing this a lot longer than me. You've been doing this for decades now. You'll be going on 20 years here shortly.
Wow.
Let's see.
Right.
Yeah, he said a mouthful about the trade not judging you. Yeah, that was deep right there, man. You gotta put that hey Steve, you gotta put that on your whiteboard somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? I like that right there, man.
Let me do it right now.
Yeah, man. The trade ain't gonna judge it. Let me see facts. I got on a job with a guy who killed his wife. Yeah, that's crazy. Let me see. Latoya say, I have been taught after difficulty come easy. Hey, that's true. That's true. Hey, Darren, hey, you can remember, man. I'm sure you can remember too, man. When you first started this, it was kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? But now you go to some of these jobs, it's a breeze, huh? You hear me, Darren?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah. She say, I have been taught after difficulty comes ease.
Yeah. When I first started, like by myself, because when I first got out, I know everybody else get a chance to just be like a helper, but they just threw me in the truck. So I remember like my first 2 days. It was really my first day, but I was gonna quit the first day, even after going to school for 2 years. Cause like being in like in a lab controlled environment was way different than being like in the attic or working on something where you got like the homeowner or something like right down your back. Like all that was different. So I was gonna quit. I had a dude named Michael Roach. He talked me out of it. He was pretty cool. I still talking to him to this day. He was older.
Yeah.
So
that's wild, right? And because we would kind of just talk about that, you know. I'm glad you hung in there though. You know what I mean? Yeah. You hung in there, man. Just get over the, like I say, that's mental toughness right there. You know what I'm saying? He probably took everything in you to go back. you know.
Yeah, but it was something stupid though. Like I was
Mhm.
changing out an evaporator coil, and you pump it down and you close your liquid line, then your suction line, and the evaporator coil. It took like 5 hours, and it was on one of like them carrier infinity units,
Mhm.
and it was giving me an error code saying I forgot what the error code was, but it wasn't running. And yeah, I was about to quit, but I forgot to open up the keying valves. That's why I wasn't running again. So it just be like small stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah,
But
for sure.
again, that was
Yeah.
my first evaporator coil change out like
Mhm.
ever.
Yeah.
You ain't changing the coil out in school, so that's something you gotta like learn hands
Mhm.
on,
Yeah. Nah, I'm sure I probably done that before, man. You just scratching your head, but like, man, I forgot to
Yeah,
open
like
the
why it
can.
ain't running, like it'll
Yeah,
run, then
yeah.
it'll
Why
cut off.
pump? Pump it down. Yeah, I ain't been there.
So yeah, that was
I
that was it
appreciate
right
it,
there.
Edwin. Let me see. He say, "Oh, okay." That was Thomas B was saying, "Don't read the." Oh, I was in the Porter John. Mike
Oh yeah.
Tyson. Okay, why does color need to be mentioned? Hey, man, that's the day and age we live in. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't
I
hear
mean,
nobody talk about color though.
yeah, no, we ain't talking about color, but I understand what you're saying, man. But this is open for discussion. That ain't something that we need to hide either. You know what I'm saying? Hey, um, what I want to say, just far as I mean, man, color is what color is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Some people they take it out of context or take it the wrong way. You know, even with the emojis, you know what I'm saying? Why does color need to be mentioned? You know what I'm saying? Why you typing in? Why does color need to be mentioned? But like I say, I don't even really want to go there. But some people are different shades of different color. But like I say, you be white, black, Mexican, it is what it is. We're gonna move on to that. Move on from that. That's one thing I don't want about this show, though, man. No negativity. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? It's really a judgment-free zone. You know what I'm saying? But everybody do have their opinion. You know what I'm saying? But as far as race and politics, you know what I'm saying? It can be mentioned. You know what I mean? But if anybody feel that, or well, I want to allow period. You know what I'm saying? As far as hatred on this channel right here. No disrespect gonna be tolerated. No hatred will be tolerated. You know what I'm saying? I ban you real quick, but you are able to express your opinion. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with saying white or black. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. So let me see. Ernest say, if you learn from the trade skill and become highly skilled, you will be successful, and nobody can ever take it away, from you. And eventually, you will break through. I will agree. Let's see. So it's a trailblazer. I'm proud of you, brothers. It's not easy, but you are paving the way for others to come behind you. And that's another thing too, man. Like I said, I don't want to go back, you know what I'm saying, like Mike, whatever his name, saying,
Your mic went off. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Hey, I think.
See my phone, call my work phone.
Hey, can you hear? Can you hear him?
Nah, I can't hear him.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
You hear me
Oh,
now?
yeah, no, you said, bro.
Here.
Man, what you say? I wanted to hear what you was gonna say, man. Dang,
Hey.
I missed it.
Hey, say something. 'Cause I can't hear you either for some reason.
You can't hear me?
I can't hear you. No, I
Okay,
can't
so
hear
the
you.
host unmuted you.
Because your mic not muted. Hey, Darren, say something. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I can't hear Darren for some reason. All right, let me see what's going on. Hey, can y'all hear each other?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can hear Darren?
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me see. Mic check.
I hear you.
Yeah, I hear you.
No, so we're having some technical difficulties because I can't hear y'all at all for some reason.
Man.
Let me see. I'll say your mic, brother. You still can't hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you, yeah.
You can hear me? I can't hear you for some reason.
Yeah, I hear you.
Maybe
Mic check. Yeah. I can't hear you. All right, man. But we've been here. I can't hear y'all anyway, man. We've been on here about an hour. For what I really only want to go about an hour. I really want to go about an hour, but we're gonna go ahead and end it, man. And hopefully we probably catch up sometime later in the week. But I do appreciate everybody for participating, and then and we'll check back in with because I can't hear none of you saying, Steven.
Hey, you can't hear me?
We definitely don't. No, I can't hear you.
Damn.
Let me try something else.
I can
Can you say something now?
I can close my stream down and cut it back on.
Now, like I say, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show tonight, man. Hey, Steven, man, appreciate you for participating, man, and email me or give me a shout during the week, and then we'll catch up. Maybe we can do this next week.
Okay.
If you're cool with it.
Yeah.
All right. Like I say, man, thank you, Matthew. Sam Andrew, man. Thank you, man, for participating. Like I say, shoot me an email. Let me know that you did get my email. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it across the screen. Let's see here. Shoot me an email, and I'll send that to you ASAP. First thing tomorrow morning. Let me see. Let me scroll here. This is my email right here. All right, Sam Andrew. Send me an email, and I'll send that to you tomorrow morning. All right, like I say, man, appreciate everybody for hitting that like button. We got over 50-something likes. Sam say he got it. So I send that to you, man. And like I say, man, everybody, I appreciate it, the participation. And I'm gonna do another giveaway next week. Y'all look for the anemometer. It's not even on the market yet. I'll be the first channel to review this, so you can't even buy this yet. But I will have a referral code, so you can get a discount on this also. And I will be doing the giveaway. So shout out to Top Tees for sponsoring the channel. And like I said, if y'all interested in that gas leak detector, look in the description on this live stream right here, and it will save you. Like I say, it's a great leak detector. All right, everybody. Man, so y'all stay safe out there, man. Stay motivated for next week also. All right. We out.